Hello there, my name is Lauren and I am a student of the Master of Education Capstone final course. Before embarking on this journey, I had a strong belief and sense that implementing mindfulness strategies into the ESL classroom in Korea could be highly beneficial. However, I lacked the empirical evidence and data to support my belief. This final capstone course, has not only encouraged me to research deeply about the benefits of mindfulness strategies in the ESL classroom, but has ultimately led me to creating this mindfulness program as my final capstone project. Researching the evidence and collecting the data was a crucial part of shaping my capstone project. Initially, I was deeply interested in how the mindfulness strategies could help alleviate language acquisition, specifically in ESL learners in South Korea. However, as I delved deeper into the research, what I discovered was that mindfulness impacts so much more than just anxiety reduction. It also helps increase focus, emotional regulation, and overall academic engagement for our students. Elements that are very often overlooked in traditional ESL teaching methodologies. The problem my project aimed to address. So rather than only focusing on reducing the language anxiety, my project evolved into much more of a holistic approach, encompassing the mental, the physical, emotional, and the social well-being to support the language acquisition in a balanced and sustainable way. Another key aspect of my research was identifying the barriers to implementation and areas for improvement, which played a critical role in shaping the development of my project. I quickly realized that while mindfulness is widely accepted in certain educational frameworks around the world, integrating it specifically into the ESL classroom definitely has its unique challenges. So these insights guided me into trying to design and create a program that is both flexible and adaptable, ensuring that the mindfulness activities that I've incorporated can be used in any ESL classroom around the world, irrelevant to where it is. I also recognize that mindfulness is not something, and mindfulness strategies are not something that perhaps every educator is well versed in or educated in. And so it's essential that, I created not only a program for the students, but to create a guide for the teachers that will help them implement the program seamlessly and effortlessly in the classroom. So I tried to design the program, the 1-month program, and as simply as I possibly can. So there is the overall curriculum for the week on each page, as well as a step-by-step guide that the teacher can follow each week with tips and advice as to how best to implement the activities. And at the back, I've also added an appendix with all the necessary activities and worksheets that the kids will do with each week. As part of the reflection. I also tried to make the worksheets, as flexible as possible, bearing in mind that ESL students come from various backgrounds, bearing in mind that the level of each student is vastly different in an ESL classroom. And so I tried to make the worksheets very much based on, being able to illustrate or draw for those that, do not have high levels of writing ability. This final course has definitely had a huge role to play in deepening my understanding of curriculum development, instructional design, and the intersection between holistic education and language learning. My mindfulness program is not just a theoretical framework, but one that I hope is practical and adaptable, like I said, that can be used in real-world classrooms around the world. I firmly believe that integrating a mindfulness program in every school across the world is becoming more and more essential. I believe we are living in some very unstable times, and so it is essential that as educators, we equip our students and support them, not only academically, but emotionally as well, so that they can thrive in the 21st century. This capstone course has definitely had its challenges for me, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do it. It really has inspired me as an educator to actually really now try and create a whole year the curriculum for mindfulness in the ESL classroom. And I really do hope that it can contribute towards a global shift in how we view education, not just as a means of academic achievement, but as a pathway to lifelong emotional and cognitive well-being.